totally impulse video, so I apologise if this makes like no sense. I'm just getting ready to go out with my friend and I couldn't stop thinking about a comment that I got at work last night. So I work in a bar and I work with a lot of like old men. That makes me sound like I work in a strip club. Unfortunately, I don't. I would love to work in a strip bar, but we don't have any here. On the topic that is not really a topic because this is really impulse, I just wanted to talk to you about tattoos. So I was working last night and I was pulling a pint. Oh, 3D, pulling a pint. And I was pulling a pint and this little man, I love him to pieces, he just went, "Why so many?" And I was just like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm not being rude, just why so many tattoos?" My first instinct was to just go, "Because I like them." And then I just got to thinking, why so many? Because when I want a new tattoo, I don't think, wow, I'm gonna have this for the rest of my life. I do, but I don't. I realise that's really contradicting. I think that I'm covering my body in things that I really love and things that mean something to me or things that mean absolutely nothing to me. I'm considering getting a coat hanger tattoo, a sock tattoo, and a piece of toast. Who the fuck doesn't like toast? Ben makes the best toast ever. Random tattoos sum me up as well as a person. I love random things. I am very random myself. I'm really uncomfortable in my body. There's certain body parts that I have that I really do not like. I do not like the shape of them or the way they look. I realise this sounds really weird. I don't like my legs at all. They make me feel very uncomfortable, and the more I get them tattooed, the more I feel like I am covering up a piece of my body that I really dislike with something that I really do like. A better way to put it is I have self-harm scars on my arm. When I was a teenager, I went through a really bad time and I was self-harming quite badly. I don't really like looking at them. I'm not ashamed of them or anything, I just don't really. They remind me of a bad time in my life. By keeping them and covering them with tattoos, it's still keeping a piece of who I am, because that was a huge part of my life. For so many reasons, that was a massive part of my life when I wasn't necessarily happy, but I don't want to forget that because it keeps me grounded. And by covering something bad with something so pretty and something that I love, if I ever look at my arm, I don't see scars anymore and I don't see a dark time in my life. I look down and I used to see dodgy tattoos, but I've had them covered up. So now I look down and I see so much pretty where something that to me was ugly was. Same with the body parts that I don't like that I'm getting covered. Yes, a piece of toast tattoo is freaking random and a lot of people won't understand that. It's like I'm just covering my body, something that I don't necessarily feel happy with things that make me happy and things that make me smile. I realise this video is so random. This is why I don't do impulse videos, because they make no sense. So with my leg tattoos, that's the biggest one that's brought the most confidence into my life. I spent so many years, so many years in the hottest summers wearing leggings and tights with like really pretty dresses, just covering up my legs. It wasn't until I got my first leg tattoo, I suddenly felt. It wasn't necessarily that I wanted to show the tattoo off. I felt like people would look at my tattoo rather than looking at that body part. It just kind of progressed from there. And then I got a massive octopus on the other leg, and then suddenly it was like, wow, okay, I have a tattoo on both legs now. It wasn't an overnight thing. It was a very slow, gradual process. The more I get my legs tattooed, the more comfortable I feel. I get random tattoos. All this randomness pieces together who I am. And though you may look at me and think I look like a child's colouring book, every tattoo means something. Whether that meaning is a really deep, like my basil foli is for my dad, or whether it's just a fragile. It says fragile. I grew up watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and there is one episode where Salem just goes, "Thank God it's fragile," and I now call Friday fragile for that exact reason, and I got it tattooed on me. I was a very insecure teenager. As soon as I was of an age where I could get piercings, I got piercings. I had about 35, I think was the most I've ever had all at once. Proof. And piercings brought me so much confidence. I felt like, almost like there was something to hide behind. I felt like if people saw me as the weird pierced girl, they wouldn't really get to know me and they wouldn't then have a chance to dislike me because I'm a knob. As I've gotten older, I've slowly removed my piercings, though I am getting some of them back, and I've replaced them with tattoos, and I've just gotten more and more tattoos. And I guess because tattoos are so much more personal. With piercings, there's only a certain amount of jewelry you can have, and I never change my jewelry. It's almost like an addiction in a way. I'm addicted to the feeling that tattoos give me. Now, I'm not comparing tattoos to childbirth, but I do have a child, so I do know what it feels like to give birth. I get asked so much, if they hurt, why do you do it? Because in my tattoo videos, I'm always moaning. I'm always like, oh my god, this hurts so much. Again, like, not comparing tattoos to childbirth. Childbirth was agony. But after that horrible, horrible pain, I am left with this beautiful little child who is now a sassy toddler. Though I don't want any more children, would I then not go through birth to get the beautiful thing? Would I not? I would never not get a tattoo because it hurt, because I know that after that pain I am then left with something that's gonna change my life forever. Tattoos do change your life forever. They are there almost forever. Like, they're not, I've had laser tattoo removal, so I know that tattoos are not there forever. But long story short, for me personally, tattoos have incredibly changed my life. Like, I can't explain it. It's no longer, I hate my legs, I must get them covered with tattoos so people don't see my legs. It's now, I hate my legs, I'm gonna get them covered in something really, really beautiful so people do see my legs, but they don't see my legs as something that I hate. They see them as something that I am proud of and that I love and that I've put so much time and effort into. They then look at my body as something like, okay, most people look at my body as, oh, that's disgusting, but I no longer look at my body as that's disgusting. I look at it as, wow, I'm like a walking photo album of my life. I've tattooed over scars, stretch marks, everything. Body parts that I do not like, I have turned into something that I am now incredibly proud of and something that I love, and I love to show off just because I spent so long covering up. Though so many people hate my tattoos and hate girls with tattoos, I'll never understand that. Why just girls? Girls look so fucking badass with tattoos. Though people really seem to hate the way I look, I don't. I'm glad I found myself, and I'm so glad I found my path in life. My path is to be a tattooed freaking weirdo, and I love it. If you're thinking about getting tattoos over self-harm scars, because I do get asked that quite a bit, for me it worked out pretty well. Though you can still see them, and I need to get like tattoos all in here. Though you can still see my scars, I feel like I no longer look at my scars and think, wow, that was a bad time in my life. I now look at them and think I overcame something really bad and replaced it with something good and something positive. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching me babble. Thank you for sticking around. If you made it to the end, wow, well done. Much love. Stay weird.